What's up, everybody? Brian here with ETM 540 Clubhouse, coming to you from the home shop because we need to work on the old daily driver, old El Whitey. I'm going to be actually heading on a little road trip to Fresno tomorrow morning, and there's going to obviously involves a little bit of extensive driving. I mean, not too bad, but and so I just want to make sure that all the stuff that needs to get done on our old Pavement Princess Prerunner is all good and rocking, because, you know, those roads in Fresno, all the cracks and potholes, we got to make sure that she can jump those. So, I mean, she is a Prerunner after all. So yeah, we're gonna get to that, do a little spark plug change, grease the driveline, stuff that I just been needing to do, and so I figure right now is a good time to do it, just because it just has to be done, and you gotta take care of your daily drivers. They're the ones that get you to work, they're the ones that keep you safe, and yeah, you just gotta do it. So anyways, before we do any of that, we got to move this pig out. And I know some of you, if you haven't gone back a few videos, some of you have never heard this thing run. So that's kind of exciting that we get to fire that thing up for you guys. And it's freaking windy outside. So she's going to have to sit out for a little bit while we work on the truck. But it'll be a good night for her to get a little wind through her hair, you know, a little bit of a blow dry, but yeah, I hate having to do that to her, but the truck needs some work and we got to get it done. So anyways, let's stop talking. And you know what else about the cold, actually? Squirrel! I swear there was a squirrel. So the thing about the wind and the cold and this winter that we're in, and maybe some of you can relate. Maybe you can't. I don't know, but I'm sure most of you can. Just bear with me. It is freaking hard to get motivated as a Californian with this stupid, cold, windy weather. Now, if you agree and you're a Californian, comment below. I'm not an old man. I'm 45. I still got some left in me. But holy crap, when it gets cold, the motivation factor definitely does one of these. But I can tell you one thing. We are excited to get to some more projects here soon. We are going to get back to the boat, I promise. We are kind of waiting on someone to get back on that, but we may do some stuff prior to that person getting back involved. Travis. But in the meantime, there is some stuff that we can do. So, but regardless, let's get this beast out there, get the truck in here, get let's get to work. I think it's cold-blooded. Takes a little bit for her to get warmed up enough for her to be started. But once she's started, she wants to go. So yeah, so let's get the truck in here and move on to the next step. Hopefully this will be a quickie. I'm hoping. Cross my fingers. Let's do it. Yep, forgot we gotta move the day-to-day tools. Can't have no mower in the way. Come on now. Oh, and then this beast. One day we'll get to this actually and do a little will it run. We actually got this for free from a buddy, and I just love the graphics on it. And turns out that these were actually a pretty popular brand back in the day. And this thing is like next to immaculate. So I'd love to do a little clean out on this thing and get this sucker fired up, because we'll actually use it. So, all right, enough talking. Let's move this thing. All right, and there we go. 2013 Asphalt Warrior Chevy Prerunner. She's got the 4.3 liter flex fuel running on the E85 with a little bit of rough country. Shocks, some KMC wheels. I can't remember, the upper A arms were replaced. And then we got the, I can't even remember the name of most of this stuff. But anyways, it's a fun truck. She's built to rock out on the concrete. But yeah, so we just need to do a little, like I said, a little spark plug change. We're gonna get up under there, grease the drive shaft, and then we're gonna pretty much call it good after that. And she needs a wash, but considering that I'm gonna be going on a long drive tomorrow, not really gonna take the time to do that. So we'll do that when we get back. So before we get going on anything, actually, we got to go with a little safety first. All right. I just realized that I don't have any wheel chocks here. Crap. They're all at the shop, and we're going to have to probably bust this thing into neutral for the drive shaft. So I'm going to have to find the next best thing. And I'm sure I got something late. Ah, there we go. Perfect. All right, this will work. All right. Oh, nailed it. That'll work. So let's pop the hood and get going on that first, especially now that the engine's all nice and hot. And start wrenching on some spark plugs. Sweet. So we are going to be throwing down the AC Delco Iridium spark plugs. Only the best for this beast. And luckily, oh, freaking camera shadow. Yeah, whatever. Luckily for us, they're actually fairly accessible. To tell you the truth, my 98 was a lot worse than that. So as far as like being able to gain access. So this one hopefully will be a lot easier. That one is just a shadow nightmare. So we're gonna have to get a little light on that. If we even have one. Awesome. And to tell you the truth, yeah, a majority of our tools are at the shop. So we're gonna be kind of scrambling to get this done. I mean, I'm seriously going to be using a 4-foot ladder to get inside of here. You got to use what you got. You got to utilize what you have to work with. And I'm limited. So let me get the right size spark plug socket. And then I want to look up the gap on this so I could check what the gaps were and what they currently are, and then we'll go from there. And then I'm gonna find some tools. All right, so I am told that a 2000 Chevy Silverado 4.3 liter with this engine, oh yeah, look at that. It's an 040 gap, so I always like to go through and check these just in case. You never know if the box got dropped and one of those maybe got knocked down a little bit. So I'm going to go through each one of these, double check their gaps, make sure they're good, so that way once we start taking the old ones off, then it'll make the process go a lot quicker. So enjoy a little time-lapse action of that. All right, so we are all good. Two of them need to be snugged down a little bit, but for the most part, they're good to go. What's crazy about these iridiums, these are like 11 bucks a piece. And I had no idea how much those were going to be. I mean, I'm going to buy them no matter what, but still, it's crazy. So, I mean, what, 11 times 8 is like 140 or something like that? I don't know. I don't math well. So, I know it's 88, whatever. I got, just, come on. But still, like 80, 90 bucks in freaking spark plugs is pretty, yeah, expensive. I'm used to like the $2, $3 ones. Like, give me a Honda spark plug, like $3 each, $2.50, $1.50 at the local Ace Hardware. Give me some of those. Yeah. All right, let me get the spark plug wrench, and then we'll or socket, and then we will start removing the old suckers and getting these new boys in. All right, 2013 Chevy Silverado spark plug. Size is a 5/8. Boom. Wait, is that right? I think it's right. Or 3/8? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Like I said, I don't math well. Hang on. Yes, she is a 5/8. What I said all along. All right, let's go start ripping some old plugs out and replace them with some news. And this hopefully will be a fairly quick process. All right, here I was worried about having enough light, and I totally forgot that I've had this brand new Milwaukee flashlight in my my contractor's bag, and I've never used it, so we get to use it tonight, which works out perfectly. So we're gonna start ripping some plugs out, putting some new ones in. Like I said, hopefully it'll be a quick process, and go from there. So I always know it's important to evaluate your plugs, and I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this thing looks a little fried. Honestly, it's hard to tell, you know, whether or not this was even replaced in its lifetime, and it looks pretty burnt out. I mean, who knows if these were ever even changed. I'm sure they were, but still. And just based off of the gap, that gap's actually pretty good, which is nice. So that's good to know. But yeah, they look like they were ready for sure. A little bit dirty. I think it was time. So yep, I'm imagining that all the rest of them are gonna look like that. But if there's anything any tragically different, then I'll film it. But for now, we're just gonna go back to the old time lapse and yeah, get this done. I may have spoken way too soon about that being a lot more accessible. Actually, no, it really is. But holy shiitake bread. it's taken some work to get those suckers out. Oh, I got my hat dirty. Oh well. Yeah, it's a fluffy, foamy hat. So, matter of fact, it's so hot that I'm just going to leave that sucker off. We're going to go with the Yeah. So, yeah, got one more to do on that side, and then we gotta run through the other side, and then we can jump and roll and crawl and get underneath that sucker and grease up that driveline and then call it good. The banana's holding up really well. I'm actually pretty stoked on that. So, yeah, who would have thunk? You don't have any chocks? Use a banana. All right, let's freaking keep going. Make this happen. Captain. Sixes, and like I was saying earlier, most of them didn't look that bad. Let's take a gander. So you can see all four burned pretty much the same. So there may have been a little bit more soot on that sucker on the left, but I don't know, even the one on the right still got a little bit. But yeah, they're all pretty much in that same little pattern, and I haven't fully checked them yet, but where the heck are you, 40? Oh, there it is. 40. 40. 40. And 40. So they're all gapped to the right gappage, and yeah, so no true concerns. So we'll see how it goes with the other side. But I was just thinking of something. How many of you ever change spark plugs and you just want one of them to be bad or loose or broken, and you're just like, I found the problem. I am a master mechanic. I mean, I know I've done it before on my last truck, actually, before it took a total dump on us. I honestly found 2 broken spark plugs, and it looked like they hadn't been changed out for a while, and I was like, I am God, I am man. And honestly, like, I kind of had a feeling these were going to be okay, because the previous owners had a good maintenance record on it. So, but still, you know, in the back of your head, you're just like, please let there be a bad spark plug so that I can solve it. Yeah. All right, enough of that. Enough of that ego-driven BS. Let's do the other side. Let's go. All right, other side done, nothing crazy to report. Still didn't get that master mechanic damaged spark plug moment, but that's not a bad thing, like I said. So I just had to turn the camera off and just go for it because, you know, I had to swap out my standing location for a different step stool. Almost had a couple near-death experiences with that. And then, yeah, I just wanted to get it done. So, yeah. So I just said, screw it, camera's going off. I'm just going after it. But yeah, let's, we're going to get under the truck now and, just see about what we got to do for that. And, getting the old driveline and U-joints, get the U-joints greased up. So, let's get some stuff figured out. All right. So for this task, we got ourselves a Performance Tool professional grease gun because we are working on a performance truck, and every performance truck needs a little red and tacky grease by the old Lucas Oil products. High performance. High performance. So we just got ourselves a nice little potpourri, a little poo-poo platter of performance products for the only and the ever so amazing performance truck, the old pavement pounder. So we're gonna crawl under there, but first I just thought of this. We gotta pop the truck in neutral and get her to where we can spin the driveline so we can twist it where we need it to get to the Zerks. Hold up for me there, Banana. Mr. Banana. All right, let's go ahead and get the old grease gun loaded up. It's funny because we actually bought one of these specifically for this task, and we did not look in our toolbox, and it turns out we already have one. So check your toolbox, people. Okay, so seems self-explanatory. Schmear gets tightened onto schmear. Don't need that. Whoop. And oh yeah. Okay, and then, oh, all right, I got it. Ooh, nice. Performance. And then this. Oh, yeah. We love Lucas products, by the way. This, oh, that's right. You gotta pop that. Whoop. All right. Got her ready to go, and just for the sake of me not messing this up, I imagine it is, yep, this side into gun first. She needs a little more. Ow. All right, let's try this again. Tell you the truth, my arms are a little weak from having to get far into the depths of that, all the spark plug zones. There we go. I was afraid that that wasn't going to fit on there well. All right. Stoked to have a fully functioning grease gun. Yeah. Sweet. Let's get under the truck and make this happen. All right, let's crawl under this biscuit and see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna be as easy as I've seen online. And if it isn't, then hey, another learning experience. But, this is where we pray that Mr. Banana does his job again. And holy Christ. That is a massive driveline. Let's see if I can even find them. I don't even see a Zerk. Well, I do not see within the rear or within the front U-joints any Zerks. And honestly, I could have swore that I watched a video on a 2013 and it had them. Ooh, nothing like a little baling wire up there. Ooh, that's not very convincing. Interesting. So anyways, apparently it doesn't have any, but there's still like a clunk, and I'll have to look into it more. Maybe I just need to add some more grease to the driveline. But I could have swore I saw a video. And yeah, I probably should have checked first, but come on, that would be the right thing to do. So yeah, so we're gonna call it good, because I mean, I can't really do much more, and other than going from, and you guys that have a 2013 Silverado, you know, let me know if you experienced this as well and how you fixed it. But going from basically an idle speed and then accelerating again, there's a gunk, and it doesn't happen every time, just only when you're a little aggressive on the pedal. Let me know how you guys fixed yours. I honestly am kind of bummed it wasn't this, because I seriously could have swore when I saw it online, people said to just go this route, but maybe something got swapped on my truck that's different. I don't know. Again, tell me, let me know. But honestly, at this point, it's usable. It's not like as if I'm, oh my God. Oh, it's not like as if I'm in complete danger by driving it. I've been driving this thing for over a year this way. And when I get back, I'm going to check the rear driveline and, or the rear, gosh, the differential. Thank you, brain, for catching up. And then, you know, the learning process, it's all part of it. But this is basically what she looks like. I mean, that is a massive driveline. So maybe it's aftermarket, I don't know. But that's what I'm working with. And if I have to remove the U-joints and replace those, I mean, you know, it's what you got to do, I guess. So, yeah, let me know in the comments, and we'll help each other. But I'm still stoked that I got this new grease gun, because I know we are going to use the crap out of it on the 66 Patrol. So yeah, and this thing was rad, like very easy to set up. It is I believe an AutoZone special. So yeah, nice gun. Oh yeah, and cheers to the banana for not allowing the truck to crush me. Yeah, let's get in this pig, get it out of here, and pull the old hot rod back in. Hoi! All right. Whew. It's freaking cold, people. It's freaking cold. Okay. Time to put the normal day-to-day toys away. And by the way, this is a two-stroke lawnmower. Thing sounds like a PW50 when it starts up. It's a Toro. I love that thing so much. Got it from someone for 40 bucks when we first bought the house. So, and to my neighbors, I apologize for the late night T-bucket startup. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Alrighty then, let's get some tools put away. And then we're gonna wrap it up because I need to get to bed and get some rest. Hey, Mr. Banana, what do you know? I was a rock star on this little adventure. And yes, I do keep all my old parts because of a couple reasons. One, for backup. Number two, art projects. Yep, I said it. Art projectos. Sometimes we come up with some pretty funky stuff, and with Wasteland coming in a year, actually less than that, but hey, who's counting? We need to have stuff to make cool stuff. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and yeah. Well, that's gonna do it for us, or me, or for all of us, for us as a whole, as a community of doing things together online. That's legal and normal. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, I'm calling it for the night. And just want to, as usual, thank you guys so much for joining in and, you know, being a part of all the... Jeez, I'm just... Yep. I'm a hot mess. You know, once again, it's just one of those things where it's part of a learning process, working on things. And this was an eye-opener to me to, you know, don't always trust the internet. I mean, I should have learned that from the carburetor thing, but I mean, hey, you're never going to learn unless you just try, and sometimes you fail. And that's just how the world works and how mechanics work and how everything else works. And to tell you the truth, I honestly should have not been so lazy when I went through the process of buying a whole new grease gun and like seriously expensive grease, and just crawled underneath and looked and see if there was a Zerk on there rather than trust the internet. But hey, whatever. We can use it for other things. So yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, when I get back, I'll check that differential. I know that, you know, it can possibly be that we're low on lubricant in that. I've only done the oil change myself and never really had, you know, or even thought about looking back there. It's all just little things that need to get tightened up on a used vehicle. So, you know, we'll just keep going through it, just like everything else we've been doing on this channel. I know we jump around a lot, but you know, as things happen and as we progress in not only our skills, but working on stuff, we're going to jump around a bit. It's just how it goes. So it's all part of the process. But anyways, enough of my rambling, because I'm ready for a little bit of a snack, a little bit of a movie, and then I am going to... Yeah, what? So... thank you guys so much, as usual, for the likes, comments, all the new subscribers, all you new Wastelanders who have been joining in. We're going to have some Wasteland content coming soon. I know Rhonda wants to do some more, just some little touch-up stuff on her motorcycle, as well as, you know, we'll dabble in some things. But for all of you who have been watching the heck out of our first timers perspective on the Wasteland series, thank you so much. And don't forget to go back to episode 1. It isn't only just the first timers perspective from the event. There is a whole process of us getting ready with our costumes, as well as this bike right here, which is Rhonda's Wasteland bike, and just a bunch of fun stuff. So go check those out. And, you know, as usual, we love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, I'm going to go chill for the evening. So we'll see you in the next one. And remember, if you're gonna thrash responsibly. Love you guys. All right, on our way on the beautiful 46 highway. So far, so good. And yeah, I feel a little bit of an improvement from the spark plugs, which is nice. And we also almost partially caught on fire from some of the plastic that was around some of the other wires. It fell onto the exhaust manifolds, but it's okay. It was extinguished very quickly by a water bottle. No, I'm just kidding. There was no fire. But there was a little bit of smoke when I pulled up to the gas station from that plastic. So, but yeah, I forget how beautiful it is out here. There's always been this little like battle that goes on between people from Central Valley and the coastal people, you know, because I don't know, it's just something that goes on from generation to generation. And we forget how beautiful their terrain is too, you know what I mean? And I mean, I've always loved going into Central California and just seeing the mountain ranges and everything. It's beautiful out here. And right now, it's gorgeous just because the weather is nice. I mean, it's windy, but it's just a, yeah, open sky, clear day. And yeah, I mean, look at that. I freaking love mountain ranges like that. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted as we keep traveling along. And I will definitely film it if the truck catches on fire. I hope it doesn't catch on fire. Not sure if you guys can see that back there, but oh, maybe. I don't know. But that back there is the San Andreas Fault. That is where California is supposed to split off into the ocean at some point, which would be quite interesting for California to be its own island. I mean, we're already our own island anyways. We already do whatever the F we want and pretty much seclude ourselves from everyone else in the nation. So why not just be an island? Go ahead, Fault. Break away. Send us out. But honestly, if you have never seen it, it's pretty impressive because as you drive past it, you can see the fault line go on for miles, and it's said that it's from over the course of, you know, billions or millions or hundreds or thousands or 100,000s of years from earthquakes. So pretty interesting. But anyways, back to the beauty of the valley. It's freaking beautiful today. This is awesome. Good old Kettleman City. Crossroad between well, actually, I wouldn't even say crossroad between. It's just Kettleman City. It's where you pump gas if you're either on the 5 or on the 41. Stop, take a leak.
Turn left onto Ward Drive, then turn right onto CA 41.
Okay, easy now. And trying to tell a story here. And yeah, it's just a general...
Turn left, then turn left onto Ward Drive.
You done? It's just a general pit stop place. So, which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a wee-wee in the wee-wee farm. And if you see over my shoulder here, there's like a it's like a kind of like a little tourist stop thing where there's like trinkets and souvenirs and stuff, and it's been there for a while and it's gone through some transitions and whatnot, but this is just kind of another one of those zones where, you know, you drive through over the course of your life and you see so many changes and you see stuff like that you would think at one point used to be like badass and fun, I'm sure, and now it's just kind of vacant and rotten away. So I could be wrong, could still be open, maybe it just doesn't look as cool as it used to. I don't know. Anyways, time to use the restroom. Let's do this. Yeah, usually I don't go inside and use restrooms at gas stations unless I'm buying something, just because that's, you know, it's the polite thing to do. But this time around Yeah. I just had to go. So anyways, back on the road. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, it's still popping off here. So it's freaking cool though. Well, I mean, I love these little old like rest stop looking cool things. So all part of the traveling experience.
At the light, turn right onto CA 41.
Thank you. We're not buying anything today though. And then pretty much this is what we're gonna see for the next hour. So unless I see something really cool, I'm pretty much not gonna film it. But this is the fun part because Central California and the Central Valley is where you get to see a lot of really cool cars and boats and just other random stuff parked in people's front yards, driveways, side lots, and you never know what you're going to come across. So who knows, we may be towing a car home too. But anyways, enjoy, or I am going to try and enjoy the rest of the drive, see what I can spot. So another little interesting thing about Highway 41 is that it runs parallel to the California Aqueduct, or the California River, and this happens to be like one of the most controversial bodies of water in the state of California, because there's just always kind of like a battle on what gets done with the water and what our governor is choosing to do with it. So as you travel the 41, either north or south, you see all these signs that are just kind of, they're stating people's opinions on what should be happening with it. So I'll try and catch some as we're driving, because they're kind of interesting. But people definitely have some strong opinions on it. Actually, that might be one right there. Oh, that's Make California Great Again. But yeah, I'll try and catch some. But yeah, interesting. So you pretty much drive right next to it for a long period of time. And we also have our solar farms out here now, I see, which is all over the place. And this land used to be farmed, used to be fields. I think it used to be vineyard. I can't remember specifically, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. So, all right, more travel. All right, I think we got one of those signs coming up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Make California great again. Build more dams. Stop man-made droughts. That's right, Newsom. Stop the droughts that are man-made. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't get into politics, but that's just some of what you see. So, yep. Some crazy stuff out here in the wild, wild west. The old aqueduct fishermen. There is a lot of fish in that water, so people actually treat it like going to the lake or to the ocean to go fishing, and they take their chance at getting the big one. But yeah, I think we're pulling up into Visalia? Lemoore? I can't remember. God, it's been so long since I've been up this way. Oh, yep, see, there you go, right there. Treasures. Treasures, old mills. So freaking cool. So much space. Oh my gosh, you can build such a cool shop in there. Running right next to the railroad tracks. Oh, so sweet. All right, coming up, we have the Lemoore Raceway, and this is a place where they actually run the mini sprints, like our little mini sprint car, and then regular size sprint cars, and they also do the sand drags here, where people just spruce up like 2,000, 3,000 horsepower K10, C10 Ford trucks and buggies and all kinds of stuff and do the sand drags. But this is one of the few raceways in Cali that are still able to run. And yeah, I'm gonna have to bring you guys here sometime. I've actually never been, so it would be cool to do a little adventure and come check it out. So the other thing that always kind of interests me about coming out this way too is like you see so many shops on these properties, and obviously like a lot of them are for ranching, but some of them are like, you could tell like Grandpa had been doing some projects, probably working on his old 396 SS, you know, like wrenching into the night. But you just see like, I mean, we just literally passed one. You see these massive shops, and it just makes you wonder like, what is in that shop? You know, like, of course we're not going to do some breaking and entering or anything, but you just have that wonderment of like, I wonder if there is a hot rod in there, or a whole collection of vintage Hondas, or who knows what. And it's just, I don't know, it's just cool. I just love that there's kind of still a little bit of a timelessness out here, I guess you could say. But yeah, even this guy, I remember this guy. You ever need some tractor parts? Homie over here. I think this is the one. He's just got fields upon fields of it. We'll see here coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, it runs throughout this whole, but I don't know if we're gonna see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Need some tractor parts? Oh, you can't really see it. You may be able to see a little bit. But yeah, he has got pretty much the whole tractor game on lock. I mean, it's just flooded. You got a John Deere from 1972 and you need a lug nut or a, I don't know, terminal from something, he's got it. See, like right there. Oh, just massive shop. You know Papa got down in that thing back in the day. Well, downtown Fresno, and I can tell you, I didn't realize how freaking cool it is down here, actually. I mean, I'm sure it's got its problems like everywhere else, but I mean, there's some cool ass old buildings. So, yeah, that's pretty rad. All right, well, she didn't catch fire. Yeah, win in my book. And I'm at my location. So, which is pretty, I mean, seriously, like, there's always been this misconception of like Fresno and, oh, you're from Fresno. Like I said, it's the whole like coastal Central Valley thing. But I see you, Fresno. I see you. You got some cool stuff going on. I mean, you can't really see it from here, but seriously, I'm impressed. So, yeah. All right. Time to keep the day moving.